What's up, guys? Welcome back to Micro Squad. My name is Gabby. We're going to do a hip workout today, high intensity Pilates, and we're using this 10-pound Bala Ring. So if you don't have this, a couple of 5-pound dumbbells is pretty comparable, I'd say. You just have to adjust, excuse me, some of the moves a little bit for that. But let's get started with our workout. We're going to stand straight up and we're going to start super strong with halos. So we're going to hold this ring at the center, feet about hip width distance apart, little soft bend in the knees, core is tight. So do that before you even start. Then your arms are going to come around, drawing a halo above your head, coming back to center. Elbows bent, you're going to alternate each side. So the core is working even when you're just standing here. You go around the crown of your head and back. So you'll feel your obliques working as you lift and come around, and you're switching sides. So you come it to center and then you go around the other side. You're drawing this ring or halo for my angels out there, drawing this ring around the crown of your head. You can take it really slow. I was probably going a little too fast here, so slow it down. You go all the way around and come to center. Good, we're here for 8 more seconds. Warming up the obliques, the shoulders, that center core, staying tight. Good, we're gonna meet at that center position in 3, 2, and 1. Hold it center right here. Those elbows are bent. They're right next to the rib cage. Core is tight. Once again, hands right at the center of this ring. You're going to extend out and bring it back. So we're pushing forward and coming back in. You'll feel it in the shoulders here. Core stays tight the whole time. You're going slow so that you take away any momentum that you want to have to just release this 10 pounds. So that was way too quick. You want to keep it slow and controlled. Activating those muscles, keeping tension on those muscles as well. So you'll feel your shoulders. You might feel a little bit in the back as well, backs of the shoulders. And then you'll feel it in that core, staying super tight as those arms extend. You should feel it in the core a little bit more. So, doing good, almost there. Shoulders on fire here. As those arms extend, it does get heavier, it does get harder. So if you're pushing out just to a few inches, that's fine too. Just keep that core tight. We're gonna extend those arms. Ring comes down in front of our waist in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So drop this ring down in front. I'm gonna adjust my hands to come to the top of the ring here, and they're not touching or anything, just like a comfortable grip, to have a narrow grip with those hands. So we're gonna do some upright rows. Elbows lift up to that shoulder height. So elbows are coming up here, but your shoulders are staying rolled down your spine. So right when you start, roll the shoulders down the spine, keep them there. Elbows are lifting up. You're slowly lowering down. Keep this ring really close to your body here. So it just runs up. Elbows lift, see how that shoulder height, and then you slowly lower down. Good, keeping that core tight. Again, not using that momentum, just lifting up. You can feel that tummy squeeze at the top. Just a little bit more. Good, keeping that inhale, that exhale. And keep it going, almost there. We're gonna move into some biceps, so giving our shoulders a little break. We're gonna flip the grip, 6 more seconds for a bicep curl in 3, 2, and 1. All right, flip that grip so you have like an underhand grip, like you're gonna be serving this platter. We'll do that after this. We're gonna do bicep curls first. So send the ring down and then curl it up here. So we're passing this halfway point, coming all the way up and going all the way down, but keeping the biceps engaged. So we're not extending the arms fully. The ring will stop us from doing that. And your elbows are glued to your side here. So you still have that stance where your feet are about hip width distance. I need to like clear my throat. It happens. Elbows tucked in right here. And see how I'm just hinging right at that elbow crease. Everything else is super duper still. So I'm squeezing those, it's forcing me to squeeze the biceps. And then they're staying engaged right here. I can still feel that bicep as I'm holding it down. Squeeze and lift. That's why I love these Bala equipment that we have. It always makes me have like really good form based on where my grip is. So I can't go any wider than this. If I had 2 free weights, my arms could go anywhere, but since I have them in this narrow grip, I have to stay connected there. We're gonna hold it halfway out in 3, 2, and 1. Hold it halfway out. I mentioned those serve the platters. We're gonna extend forward for that final bicep burn. So you're coming back to that halfway position, extend out, slowly come in. These ones are so tough, so we're burning it out here. Again, no momentum, just those strong muscles in those biceps and shoulders. Doing good. I won't keep you here for long. We got one more upper body, but it won't be the shoulders or the biceps. It's gonna be triceps. That's coming up. 8. Good, stick with it. You got it for 6. We're gonna do an overhead tricep extension in 3, 2, and 1. Take a little break if you need it. Kind of felt my back creeping up there. Make sure you're keeping your core tight so that your low back doesn't hurt. Moving on to overhead tricep extension, we're gonna extend the arms up overhead, and then we're bending the elbows and coming back up. So just that overhead tricep extension, only hinging at the elbows. Core stays tight. Dropping this ring down right behind your neck, and then squeezing those triceps to lift. Want to keep those elbows close to your side. Once again, this grip is a more narrow grip than if you had those 2 free weights or even 1 free weight. You kind of have that perfect position of the arms. That way your elbows stay in line and you're using the triceps. Try to keep that core super tight here. A little tuck of the tailbone helps all of that weight into those triceps. Doing good. Hang out here for 10. We're going to move into some lower body. We got 6. You'll bring that ring down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Whew. Killer on the upper body. We're going to move into that lower body now. We're going to do a combo to get started with the low body. So I'm going to start with this ring racked on my right shoulder, and we're going to do a combo here. So we're going to do 1 back lunge. I'm going to take the same leg back as where the ring is on the side. So right leg goes back. As we come up, we're going to move into a squat, and then on top of the squat, a little push press on that arm. So it's 3 moves here. 1 back lunge, 1 wide leg squat, and a push press at the top. Cool. Getting these 3 moves in. Back lunge, opening up, knees stacked over those pinky toes, and then lift up. So you're keeping that upper body stacked over those hips for those leg moves. So you can hinge a little bit forward. Lost my balance on that one. Hinging a little forward, stepping out, hips back, and then press up. Good, keep it up. We're just staying on this right side. Good. We're going for 10. I think I've done about 6. So let's do 4 more right here. 1 back, 1 to the side, and 1 up. We'll switch it up. Coming up, 3 more. You got it. Staying strong here. We got 2 more. And then pushing up. Here's our last one. You step it back, come to center, and then push it up. Whew. Rather than switching legs, let's do one more leg move on this right, because I know it's a lot of squats. So we're gonna work on some RDLs, some single leg deadlifts here. So I'm just gonna do a kickstand with my back leg. So if we're staying on the same leg, I'm gonna have my left leg behind me. Right leg is forward, the back leg's that little kickstand. See how my heel's lifted? Front leg is a little bent. And then we're gonna slide the ring down our front leg and come up. So what you should be feeling is in this right leg, your hamstrings. Good. Keeping your core tight, keeping that ring close to your front leg. If you're feeling good, by all means, lift that back leg and then teeter-totter down. I'm feeling the kickstand today. But see how my hips are hinging? Just like I'm doing a squat, except I'm not bending my legs. I'm keeping the legs still in this position. So I'm really strengthening those hamstrings, and then the glutes at the top, you'll get that squeeze. Nice job. Staying strong in this low body. Awesome job. We're gonna come up and move into that combo on the left side. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's rack this ring onto the left side, and I'll walk you through this combo on the other side. So same as before, left side, it's racked on your shoulder. That means your left leg's stepping back, and then we're gonna step out to that center lunge, and then press. Cool, so those 3 moves just on this left side. Step back, step out to the side, to the center, and then push up. Cool, we're going for 10 to match that other side. So that center squat, it's equal weight in those legs. And then you're counterbalancing, just having that weight on one side. So making sure we compensate for this other right side doesn't have a weight, right? So you're really focusing on that balance, focusing on that one side. Good. I think we're about halfway there. Hard for me to count and talk. So stick with it. Let's do 4 more. Stepping one back, out to the side, and up. You got it. Stick with it. Keep it going. Stay strong. Getting you stronger right here. I know it's getting tough at the end. It's a lot. You got it. Stick with it. We got 2 more. You can do it. Step that leg back. So strong here. Out to the center. Go straight up. Don't even think about it. We got 1 more. Focus here. Staying strong for this last one. Nice job. Get to rest that shoulder. All right, moving into those RDLs on the other side. So left foot forward, right leg behind you for that kickstand. And then both of those hands on the ring. So front leg, little soft bend. Really feel pressure in your heel. And then back leg's just there to support. Sliding that ring down, that left shin, and coming up. So I'm hinging at the hips. I'm sort of sending my hips away from my body, and that ring is sliding down my shin. Then as I'm coming up to the top, I'm really squeezing the glutes. I'm not pushing my hips all the way forward. I'm just doing this light little squeeze. I still have that heel pressure on that front leg. So keeping that weight in that left leg. That's where we want to feel it. Here we'll feel it in the hamstrings, the glutes. Staying strong here, keeping that core tight as well. So as those hips go back, you want to keep that core tight so that you don't round the back, right? So shoulders pulled back, tummy tight, and then push the hips away, slide the ring down. Whew. Nice. Really putting a lot of energy into it as I'm like walking you through it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I can feel it. Keeping that tummy tight, shoulders pulled back, core really tight. Weight in that heel. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Not a hip thrust forward, just a squeeze. Awesome. We're here for 5. We're going to come down to the knees in 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, nice work. Shake it out. All right, coming down to the knees, getting lower. We're finishing down here, so about 4 more moves to go. We're going to sit on the knees. We're gonna do a little bit more shoulder raises, like one of my favorites with this ring. So grip on the middle of the ring, squeeze the glutes, core stays tight, and you raise up to shoulder height. Feels a little bit easier than when we're standing. It's just like less range of motion, I guess. I don't know, gravity. But make sure, just like those upright rows, shoulders stay rolled down your spine. I have a little tilt going on here. You can do that. You'll feel a little bit more in the shins, or in the quads, excuse me. Squeezing the glutes and core. And that allows me to focus on those shoulders so that I'm not like worried about my balance. Sort of counteracting by leaning it back just a little bit. Make sure you stay tight in the core so that you don't feel this in the back at all. Really squeeze the glutes forward. Good. All right, we're over these shoulders. We got 5. No more shoulders. In 3, 2, and 1. A little bit more in the lower body though. So we're just gonna bring this ring up, rack it on our shoulders here. Knees hip width distance apart. We're gonna get into the quads here. So we're gonna sort of like move back like you're a seesaw. So everything from your knees up to your shoulders is connected here. So we're sending everything back. Everything's moving together. And then you're coming back. Really feeling this in the quads. Core's got to stay tight. Even if it's just a little movement, you should feel that shaking point even right here. If you can take it a little bit farther, strengthening those quads here. So strong. I'm getting shakes like right when I move. You got it here. Stay strong. Core stays tight. Glutes are squeezed. You got it. Coming up to just that upright position each time. Just for a second, getting right back into it. Catching your breath. Sending it back. Remember, staying connected here even as you fatigue. All right, we're gonna sit down for some Russian twists. Got a little bit in the core in 4, 3. Let's do 1 more. 2, and 1. Nice work. Whew. I'm doing this workout too, so I know how you're feeling because I feel it too. So let's do it together. Finishing off strong, we're gonna do some Russian twists. So balancing on our sit bones. If you want your toes to be pressed into the floor, maybe your heels, or maybe they float, whatever you feel is necessary right now. We're gonna do some Russian twists. So twisting over to one side, coming to center, shoulders behind those hips, even as you come to center. Good, so trying to stay square at the center, and then really getting into those obliques as you twist. Maybe your elbow taps down on the floor. Again, I really love these Bala weights. I feel like they were very thoughtful in production because if I had 2 free weights here, it just wouldn't be the same. They'd be all off center. But here I'm forced to keep this really natural ergonomic grip, which helps me have better form the whole time. You can't cheat is basically how I feel about these weights. So sticking with this Russian twist for 8 more seconds, we're gonna do a quick little oblique move on each side, and then we are all done. So we're gonna come back up to those knees in 3, 2, and 1. All right, back up on those knees. Quick little mermaid for each side. So racking this weight, you can either keep it on your shoulder or you can extend it up, whatever you feel. So one leg is extending, we're just gonna do one leg, one right after the other. And then we're leaning the opposite way and lifting up. So having this ring racked on the shoulder is sort of a modified way. If you want a little bit more, it's gonna be harder with this ring farther away from you, getting into that mermaid. So I have my opposite hand across my belly just to feel that oblique doing the work. Good. We're gonna switch to the other side. Coming up. You want all that tension in that top oblique. As you tilt, you squeeze to lift. Good, we're gonna switch it out in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stick with it. Last move of class right here. We got that other side oblique. You got it. Either stack it, let's get right into it. Either stack that weight on your shoulder. So the leg that's out, that's where the weight is on that same side. If you want a little bit more, extend that arm. You got it. That arm across, really feel that oblique working and think about lifting up, reaching up. Good, we got 10 more seconds and we are done. Stay strong here for 8. Almost there, get that oblique working for 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we made it. Awesome work. We got lower body, upper body, and some core and oblique moves, so we got it all. Check, check, and check. Let us know what you guys thought, and we'll see you next time on Micro Squad.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching the Micro Squad. Please don't forget to subscribe, check out some of our other videos, and check out our on-demand classes. They are on our website, themicrosquad.com, and we'll see you next time.